I think Miriam is a cool person, but I felt a bit bad that she didn't, approach me personally. She should have just asked me. But anyway.
This group of Dabota is doing beauty. Laura is doing beauty.
It seems as though every season we are always complaining that Miriam is doing too much. But this season, can we say Miriam is doing too much for real? And why is Laura looking stunningly beautiful this season? We need to know something. Her makeup, her looks, everything just look interesting. Then the new ladies, what do you guys think? Welcome back to this space and let us discuss the Real Housewives of Lagos Season 3 Episode 1. What is the new season of Real Housewives without discussing taglines? But before we go into this conversation, welcome back to this space. This is the Gist Talk. We do movie reviews and reality TV shows conversation. Please press the subscribe button. So let us go back to our conversation. And the very first thing is the taglines. We all know that. We know the cast. I think that had been something everybody knew about. So we'll just go straight into the taglines. And the very first tagline is that of Caroline, where she was talking about the world being her own way and how she keep her head high and her middle finger high or something. I think I love it. I love Caroline's tagline. Then Dabota's tagline, I think her tagline is actually good. Probably the voiceover was not done well enough, I guess. Likewise, the other new ladies, Diadem. Diadem tagline is interesting. It's giving, I'm here for, like, she's giving, okay, we want you to come close. Like, she is a no-go area when it comes to drama and all of that. But probably she would have been in a calmer situation, a calmer mode, or a better mode when she had recorded the voiceover. The way she recorded the voiceover, it was giving fight, like, I said there's a war. But I don't know if you guys saw like that. The voiceover was like off for me, but the taglines are actually the tagline I liked the most. I also like Laura's tagline, but the one that stood out for me the most, I also like Sophia's taglines, actually interesting, but the one that stood out for me the most is Miriam, and it's actually giving the vibe of this is the out with the old, and we are yet to roll with the new ladies. We are yet to roll with a new season, and she claims to be, I don't know if it's probably okay, she said she just wants to roll with the vibe or something, like she's a queen of fight or something, and it's actually just reflect her and just reflect a new season of Real Housewives of Lagos drama. So away from the tagline and how you feel, I'd like to know your opinion on the taglines of the cast of the show. So let's discuss Miriam and Laura meeting. So those were like the first two times cast at the show meets. But before we do that, let's discuss the new cast that we introduced this season, and that's Diiadem and Dabota Lawson. And for me, so these two ladies are into makeup, fashion, makeup and skincare of a thing. And it's interesting to see them. They are both single. Okay, they are both single mothers. Yes, they are both single mothers, boss lady, chick lady. They are giving Rickies and controversies around them for the both. I said that there was a time where there was an allegation that she is into one of Nigerian governors and all of that, and she even had to come and debunk that polite and all of that. So that's like a controversy around her. Then Dabota, I think she has just been like a cool lady. The only time probably she has been on the news is probably about her marriage, and she now divorced. She's a single mother and she's doing well for herself. So I just been to the drama of this city. Then that's Laura and Miriam. They met, and Laura was supposed to hold 1 year anniversary of our brand, and she told Miriam to invite ladies to come to the show. And it actually makes sense that Miriam was the one who invited these two other ladies on the show. For Sophia, she's yet to be introduced to the show. The third talk, Caroline's dramatic entrance. And like, producers are working overtime. They are really working overtime. I really love the dramatic entrance, the dramatic reintroduction to the show. But one thing I have as an issue is the fact that why did they not bring probably Fitzmaurice back to the show? Because bringing Caroline back to the show, they wanted an old cast or a returning cast to bring her back, and I think probably Miriam is a lesser evil. For me, there's the Miriam and Caroline drama from season 1, which I felt like, if not that Caroline just wants to be back to the show, and probably she's ready to to let go their rift and their differences. To me, it doesn't come across to me as Caroline being the person to reach out first, or supposed to be the one who wants to apologize to Miriam, because I cannot even really figure out what she did in front to Miriam, because among the cast for season 1, Miriam seemed to be the only one that did not really have any issue with Caroline. But because Mariam wanted to feel along with the other cast of the show, she decided to join them and she was making allegations. She started being dramatic about what she has been fed by others, which I felt like probably even if someone had told you something, it would have been sensible to have a conversation with that person instead of just bringing up fight. But I think it is not. It is also understandable that we cannot still justify how people react to things and all of that. But so that's my 2 cents. But it's interesting that she's coming back to the show, and that introduction was interesting. I just love how dramatic it is. Then Dabota Lawson, these are queen of queens comment. I'm like, madam, can you be quiet? Like seriously, it's not really. I don't know. Football, it's boring to me. I guess so. And also, what do you guys think about Miriam this season? Yes, Miriam for previous seasons, she seemed to be, I think we're going to say, very different and a very dynamic Miriam, and probably an interesting one. Hopefully, she did not turn out to do too much because that has always been like the narrative every season. Miriam always brings like a good show to the show. She's like a reality TV good. Let's not lie, but she always kind of do some things that at the end of the season, like Miriam is doing too much, but you should kind of check our performance or our impact on the show on a general level for the season in general. She always kind of give us a good show. And for this season, I think she will actually be out there very well. And I saw in comments where someone said having the likes of Chioma and Iyabo actually kind of make Miriam to be like outshined. I think it's making sense that probably maybe she might get outshined previous season. No, but another thing I think Miriam failed to do previous seasons is the fact that having a voice of her own, standing as a person and, standing as a person. Yeah. For the past 2 seasons, Miriam seems to be under some kind of like she just wants to feel among, she just wants to be attached with some people. Sometimes she don't even decide to be them because of probably that's the right people she's supposed to be with, but just because of they are the it people, they're like the gang. That seems to be the narrative for season 2 and partially with season 1. So I think this season we're going to be an independent Miriam who is just doing who is giving us a show and being a reality TV star. And I think I'm going to love this season's Miriam. Hopefully she will not feel us. Then let's go to the meet at Laura's event. You get so it's and if you've seen my previous video or I made a video previously, and I'd actually say I don't want to see drama about these people fighting because of brand or into my like because we all know that 3 of these ladies are into the same brand. And over 3, Miriam also launched a skincare brand. So that's like 4. And Sophia is into beauty and fashion influencing, but majorly these other people also influence and they also own the same kind of brand. Lola, I feel like there is that drama we're going to see between them. And because if you guys should notice, when Diiadem came, she at the point she started discussing about her brand. And if you should see Laura's be like, it's giving, can you be quiet about it? This is my space. I love the fact that Laura was very welcoming. But one thing that came to my mind is that Laura is an Igbo woman. And one thing that is synonymous with Igbo people, they love to make money and they will always prioritize their business. So I feel we won't need Miriam to have issue with probably with Dabota or Diiadem, or maybe she might want to have issue with them. That's her business space. The Igbo woman in Laura will not make her want to like have issue because you see, the fact that she was so welcoming and all of that actually made her get to sell to them and probably mean to more people who attended that event. So I think that's like one strategic thing about Laura. You probably should have known that Laura don't play with her money and business. So I think that's one thing. Then they both had bringing leader Ikechi's drama and probably haven't had issue with them. I think if this has not been a narrative in season 1, Dabota we want to really go far with this drama because now she's like, I don't want to bring it. I don't want to go far with it because this is Laura, this is not in KG. But if this had not been like a narrative on the show, I'm so sure this will have been like a very big drama. And it's even tendency this might be a big drama because we've been seeing some comments online, which I feel like I think there might be a very big drama between Laura and Dabota and probably Diiadem along the line. And that's one thing we should all look forward to. But I don't think it would be interesting to be seeing this drama. Like I think it's one thing that is very synonymous with African Real Housewives. Like Real Housewives of Nairobi, there's something similar that, oh, you are running the same brand as I will not attend you again. And like, why can't you guys just stay together and, do things, win big? And I don't think that should be a big deal or whatnot. And probably maybe directors or probably producers deliberately decide to cast people in the same business and all of that just because of drama like this. And maybe just look forward to it. Then let's talk Laura and Caroline's drama. Laura gets to understand that Caroline is returning to the show. She was so shocked that when Miriam told her. And then what do you guys think? Do you guys think Laura is overreacting with all of this? For me, I think this thing is a two-way thing. Initially, before I got to see the episode one, I was like, probably I'll go back and see season one again to understand how their dynamic and their differences started. But it was good enough that, Real Housewives, there will always be this
While I was recording, my phone stopped recording. I did not know what happened. I'll get to understand that my video was halfway recorded while I was editing. So hopefully I'll record and do a subsequent video where I finish this review.